G'day folks, Simon from Sickbay. You know, I was thinking, this is probably episode 13 or something like that. And I wondered what else I could throw at these things. I mean, we've had a go at poetry, sung a song, done a rap, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Then it dawned on me that we hadn't had a go at a big motivational monologue yet. So I thought to myself, that's exactly what I want to do. So I've come up with something by William Shakespeare. Now, Shakespeare, fabulous writer by all accounts, but well, he was around 500 years ago and the language has changed a bit since then. So I thought I'd best give you some context. So imagine that the King of England is marshalling his troops, a very small number of troops, to go into battle with the massive French army. The king overhears some of his men wishing that they had a few more soldiers to go into battle with. So he took that as a challenge. He flipped it on his head and tried to use that as fodder for a motivational speech. Pretty clever. But I think we need to switch things up a bit, in our minds. We are certainly not the English army, so maybe if we think of ourselves as ourselves, and maybe instead of battling against the French army, we're battling against COVID. So without further ado, let's have a go at this monologue. What's he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland? No, my fair coz, if we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss, and if to live, for fewer men the greater share of honour. God's will, I pray thee, wish not one man more. I am not covetous for gold, nor care I who doth feed upon my cost. It yearns me not if men my garments wear. Unless, of course, I'm still wearing them. That'd be different. Oh, sauce. I digress. Such outward things dwell not in my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honour, I am the most offending soul alive. No, faith, my coz, wish not a man from England. I would not lose so great an honour as one man more methinks would share from me for the best hope I have. Do not wish one more. Rather, proclaim at Westmoreland through my host that he which hath no stomach for this fight, well, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and coins for convoy put into his purse. We would not die in such a man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and rouse him at the name of Crispian. He that shall live this day and sees old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbours and say, tomorrow is Saint Crispian. Then shall he strip his sleeves and show his scars and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember with advantages what feats he did that day, and then our names familiar in his mouth as household words. Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispin Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day till the ending of the world, that we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother, be he ne'er so vile. This day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen, nay, let's make this inclusive, gentle people in England now abed shall feel accursed. They were not here and hold their manhoods, womanhoods, and any other really important hoods cheap, whilst then he speaks that fought with us upon St. Crispin's day. Come on, folks, let's kick this thing in the guts. If you can, go and get a vaccination. If you can, please wear a mask. If you can, please stay home, and please, please, please wash your hands. Let's scrap our way to a new, fairer, more flexible, freer future. And hopefully one that's more environmentally friendly and compassionate too. Let's do it for our family. Let's do it for ourselves. Let's do it for the ones we love. Let's do it for each other. Anyway, I think that's about enough from me. Maybe I'll see you again, maybe I won't. All right, catch ya. Shakespeare. Who would have thought Simon from Sickbay would do Shakespeare?
Nailed it!